Hello, in this video I'm going to show you some of the prototypes I have made for my summer project. I have included 12 prototypes on my webpage, and you will find more prototypes on my SD card in the prototype unused folder. I have included a link to the website in my report, as well as a copy on my SD card. The website is running on the Playground server. So let's get started with the prototypes. I will start from the earliest prototypes to show you the progress I've made during the summer. The first prototype is called the Weather API, so it's an experiment in working with weather APIs. And here the API returns the data of the weather conditions in various cities in the world, and the background color will change depending on the temperature in that city. So now we're in Edinburgh, and temperature is 14 degrees centigrade, and the background color is a purple color. And if we try Sydney, it's a bit warmer, and the background color becomes a bit brighter. And if we try Shanghai, it's really hot in Shanghai in summer, and we can see this bright red background. The temperature is 32 degrees centigrade. We can also see the weather condition, whether it's clear or cloudy or sunny and so on, and the wind speed. And yes, and that is the first prototype. The second prototype is called GitHub style avatar generator. So when you click on the canvas, it generates a new avatar. And that's pretty much it. The third prototype is called Smart Tissue Box. It's designed to reduce the consumption of tissue paper. So when you click on the tissue paper, you get a voucher instead. The vouchers are randomly generated, and you have to wait for 5 seconds to be able to have the next tissue. See, there is a countdown here. I don't think this tissue box, this invention is ever going to go into production. It's more like customized for myself because I use a lot of tissue papers, and my parents, when they miss me, they always say, when you're away, who's going to use the tissue papers? So when I've got 5 vouchers, I will be shown a message telling me how many money, how many pounds I've got. And then I can choose to play again, or I can choose to learn more, in which case I will be redirected to a YouTube video about saving paper. And the fourth prototype is a simple game called Rock, Paper, Scissors. And when we hit play, we have these icons on the right-hand side, and we can choose which symbol we want to use. And we're playing against the computer. And whoever reaches 5 points first will be the winner. And in this case, we are the winner. And the score is 5-1. We can choose to play again, or we can choose to learn more about it, in which case we will be redirected to a Telegraph article titled How to Always Win at Rock, Paper, Scissors. It's a good title, I think. So this could essentially be an advertisement of the Telegraph. Okay, and the next prototype is a slot machine. So I've made 3 slot machines during the summer. The first one is made in p5.js, and it's all numbers. And in this one, we have some simple graphics. So we have 3 chances to play. And when we have 2 of the same items here, we get 5 points. Right, so we have one total of 10 points, and we can choose to play again. I've made another slot machine in the end stream demo. You can find it here or here on the navigation bar, and that one is richer in design and also has some music and also gives you some awards that can be used in the game. So please check that out. The next prototype is a attempt at a narrative. It promotes a AI product who, in this case, he says 3, 2, 1, fall, and the star starts falling. So he predicts the time of a meteor shower here. The next prototype is called a sushi roller. It can be the advertisement for a takeaway restaurant. So we can choose to roll a sushi, or we can choose to get a random combination. So in this case, I'm gonna get a random combination. So I get white rice, tofu, cucumber, and a brown sauce. I can also change the ingredients. I can say I want brown rice, so I'm getting brown rice. I want salmon instead of tofu, and I want shrimp instead of cucumber, and I want wasabi instead of brown sauce, and we can choose to roll the sushi. And we can order it in the ad, or we can choose to play again. The next prototype is a quiz about essential oils. So it has 3 rounds for now, but but you can add more rounds later. So the first round, it asks you, do you know the functionality of lavender? I think it's balance. And round 2 is about jasmine. And I think this is the answer. And I have won the game. I can choose to play again, or I can choose to learn more about it, in which case we will be redirected to a website actually shows us this nice diagram of all the functionalities of these plants. And the next prototype is called Unstream. It's an experiment in drawing with code, and as well as switching between different scenes. So when we click the star button, we have this star falling. The animation is made in code, so you can see it starts from a different height. And when we click on the rain button, the star starts to show and rain starts falling. So yes, that's it. This is a very straightforward, very simple prototype. The next 3 prototypes are more integrated, I think, and they are all relevant to some current events. So the first one is called Feed the Fish. It's made to celebrate the traditional Chinese festival called Dragon Boat Festival. So when we start the game, we can see this sad-looking guy on a boat. He has lost his treasure in the river, and he needs to feed the fish so that the fish will not eat his treasure. And on the bottom, we see a rudder and some buttons to control the direction of the boat. And we also see some statistics showing us how many shots we have made, how many hits we have had, and how much time we have spent in this game. So when we hit this button here, we will release some bullets. And we need to feed each fish 3 times for them to be full, and they will disappear after that. Each shot releases 3 bullets, so you will see the shots, but hits are we're actually having more hits than shots. We're almost there, I think. There are only 2 more. We only need 2 more hits. And yes, and when we have fed all the fish, we will be given a score based on the percentage of good hits, as well as the time we have spent on the game. And then we can choose to play again, or we can choose to claim the treasure, in which case we will be led to a Google search page telling us more about the Dragon Boat Festival. The next prototype is called Little Royal Designer. It is inspired by the Queen's 90th birthday celebration in June 2016. The prototype invites children to design an outfit for the Queen's next birthday, her 91st birthday. So it's a coloring game. Essentially, when we click Start, we can see this palette here, and when we click on the color, we can see it showing here. And then we can choose different parts of the canvas and color it. So we want a purple dress here, and maybe a purple crown and matching earrings. And maybe we want a brighter background. We want a yellow background. And that's it. When you're happy with what you see, you can put you can type in your name here. It's a bit hard to see, so I'm gonna choose a darker background. I'm gonna choose a green background, and I can put in my name. It's optional, so you don't have to do that. And I click Done, submit my work. And a screen cap of my work will be sent to the server, and I can browse, works of other children in this on this screen, like so. And we can return to the main screen to continue customizing. The next prototype is called Stockbridge Duck Race. It's an annual charity event in Edinburgh, and this is an interactive intro to the event. It shows you the process of the event in 3 simple steps. So the first step is to pick the duck. And the ducks are all the same for now, but they might want to, have different ducks in the future. So I've picked a duck, and the second step is to enjoy the race. So the first duck arrived the finish line first, so I am the winner. And the next step will be to know more about this event. So here it tells us the winner's prize. is donated from local businesses. And the profit goes to these charity organizations. And we also know that the organizers are looking for volunteers. And then we're invited to participate in this event next year. So we can choose to play again, or we can go to the social media pages of the event organizer to learn more about it. So that's it. That's the prototypes I think is worth showing you. And I hope you will have fun playing with them. And please also feel free to browse other sections on the website. Like you can go to the demo and the video section. You will see the screencasts as well as some other videos that inspired me into doing what I'm doing. And I've also included links to my blog as well as a full report. Thank you.